What Roblox lacks in the graphics department, it more than makes up for with the creativity of its community. The Roblox engine gives players the ability to create custom game modes, maps, and other playable scenes, including town management simulators and city roleplay worlds, and it's exploded in popularity. The most customizable and interactive games in Roblox tend to be open world and building focused. There are all types of city and town games in Roblox, from management simulators to fighting games with city backdrops to roleplay servers. Don't forget to watch today's video in full to learn about the 7 best Roblox city games to play in 2022. Number 7. Greenville. Greenville is one of the prettier looking Roblox games out there. It's a car building and customizing game that lets players drive around the nearby town and roleplay. And it's got a lot of customizations to choose from in terms of their vehicle's appearance. There are dozens and dozens of cars in the game, a realistic car driving and maintenance system, and various locales to explore in the well-designed town of Greenville. Greenville is an experience about driving around the town, meeting new friends, and role-playing. Choose from an absolutely massive variety of vehicles and meet new people. Number 6. Meep City. Meep City is a popular Roblox game. It's a social game where you role-play a character to interact with other people and customize their looks. Like 2Town Online or the now-defunct Club Penguin, Meep City is an evolving virtual space for players to chat, collect, and hang out together. It's a game with a focus on creativity, imagination, and role-playing. When you start, you set your name and appearance, then go about collecting the small creatures in the world. You build and expand a house, earn coins by interacting with players, or doing jobs like fishing, playing games like the Mario Kart-style races. The world consists of varied locations, much like an interconnected shopping mall. You can eat ice cream at the ice cream shop, visit the hospital and play as a doctor, go to school and play as a teacher, or even go to Club DJ. You can host your own events for friends and have parties with up to 50 players. Meep City is a role-playing and home customization Roblox game that boasts absolutely gigantic server sizes and countless things to do. It comes with a number of in-depth editors, including a character editor, multiple home editors, and more. The game has over 10 billion visits and regularly tops the charts of Roblox player counts, and the huge 200 visitors allowed on each server makes for a constantly social experience comparable to an MMO. Number 5. City Life Tycoon. City Life Tycoon is a widely popular town and city simulation game on the Roblox platform. In the game, players can build and explore their own city, alone or with friends. There are cars, planes, and a variety of other vehicles that you can drive. City Life Tycoon is a build-your-own kind of game that allows small groups of friends to explore a sandbox Roblox city. It's got a pretty large map and drivable cars, as well as countless customization options for the rest of the city. The game was last updated at the end of May 2021, and it's still growing in popularity all the time. One thing to consider, though, is that the max visitor limit is only 6 players. Number 4. Dinosaur City Simulator. Dinosaur City Simulator is essentially a Godzilla simulator. Players don't get to build a town or live in a city. Instead, they take the role of a dinosaur and have to beat other gigantic foes in a rampaging city-destroying fight. It's a bit like the city destruction game Rampage, but instead of destroying the city intentionally, it kind of just gets in the way. The game has a lot of arenas, choices for playable characters, and surprisingly satisfying gameplay. It always feels good to crush a city beneath your feet after all. Number 3. Tiny Town Tycoon. Tiny Town Tycoon is a surprisingly complex city management game in Roblox that puts the player in charge of a town much smaller than they. The game features city simulation goals and income systems, as well as happiness management, life progression, and other in-depth city systems. The game is meant to be mostly a single-player experience, but up to 5 visitors are allowed on a server at one time, making for a fun time trying to balance a city's resources with the help of friends. Number 2. Playable RP. Playable RP is a home management game that takes place in the city of Playville. The city map has a lot of locations, featuring a pizza parlor, adoption center, pet training adoption center, gas station, and a number of other landmarks. The real draw of the game, though, is the family roleplay. The city is fun to explore, and a max visitor limit of 28 means you'll run into other players pretty often online. Number 1. Row Citizens. Row Citizens is a game with few like it in Roblox. Not only does it have typical city roleplay systems like jobs, police, income, and home customization, it also has destructible environments and a gigantic explorable world. It's one of the oldest city RP games on Roblox, having first been uploaded in December of 2013. Rose Citizens has grown significantly over the years and recently was updated to include a cafe, an overhaul to the crime system, and a number of performance improvements to keep the game going for even longer. With that, we end this video. Consider subscribing to join in on future content.